my name is Kristen.
I'm Jamisha.
And we wanted to give you an honest review of GSU. We'll post a picture of what this actually looks like with better lighting, but we're trying to get this done in between classes, so let's go. So, our first category, teachers.
Oof. Really? I mean, you can never know. It's like, it's not a set. It's going to be all great teachers or all bad teachers or weird teachers or, I mean, you really don't know. It's like, but majority have had pretty good teachers, but it's been, a couple sprinkled here and there, and it's just like, what is this? Like,
yeah, rate your professor isn't even that accurate sometimes, because one of my rate my professor reviews said like one of my teachers was an actual demon from the very pits of hell.
Oh yeah.
But she's like super chill. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I had that class. I saw that. I was like, ooh.
She ditched me, so that's my abandonment issues. But my math class, they said she was like evil and super stuck up. She gives us extra credit for like every test. She's really just trying to get us to pass and get out of her class.
Right.
God bless her.
Right. Oof.
Or like the obsessive ones. One of my teachers, she always will do the walk of shame with you, basically. So if you're getting up to do something in her class, she'll literally scream, "Where are you going? Stab, twist." And I'm like,
oh,
Shakespeare didn't even say that. I'm like, yo, this is really just geography. Like, dude, you need to chill.
Wow, she's extra.
No, extra. Read all about her. Like, in the printing presses, she's extra.
That's sad. I'm glad I don't have her. Oof.
Yeah, but at least it would have been like mildly fun because we would have had the class together. But
I could relate then. But I'm like, what the hell are you going through?
I'm exhausted.
Oof. Right now, that's on to the next topic.
Right. So teachers are a toss-up. Be careful. Like, yeah, you can do rate my professor and you might get a decent estimate of who they are. But at the same time, just fit your schedule and get out of here.
Oof.
Like, high key. Just do what you gotta do. Alright, so students. Do you want to kick this one off?
Students. Oh yeah, it's like, wow. I mean, it's like high school. Like, you have students, I don't know, I'm not saying I know how they got here, but they got here, and it's like, why are you still here? Like, what's motivating you to continue? Because, like,
nothing.
Right. Like, it's really sad. Like, compare the first day of school, or first day of class, to, like, somewhere in between in the semester. It's like, wow, where has everyone gone? It's just me here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like,
oh my goodness.
oof.
I think if I can find it, I'll probably put a little, like a Snapchat, because I always take a Snapchat of my class, and it's a lecture hall made for 120 people, and on average 20 people show up, but none of us sit by each other, so I'll be in a row by myself. There's like,
sprinkled here and there.
Like,
I mean, at that point, y'all should just all move to the front and become a little class.
Yeah, and you just see the light drain out of my teacher's eyes slowly but surely. That's another thing about teachers. Sometimes it'll be graduate students. So GSU, if you work for the institution, you get free tuition. So you can teach a class and then get your PhD and like bounce. And he's a PhD student. Like, he knows what he's talking about. But like, yo, damn, he really doesn't want to be there. Like, you can just see it kind of.
I mean, at that point,
tear down his eyes.
20 people in the classroom, like.
No, I wouldn't want to be there either. I don't want to be there. That's why I wasn't there last Thursday.
Yeah, you had to like everybody else did.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, college, you can come to class or you cannot. That's all on you. Like, no, not my geography teacher. She grades attendance.
I mean, a lot of my professors take attendance. I mean, I guess. I know my sociology one, he is for real about attendance. Like, if you miss like 3 classes or something, you're dropped from the class. I'm like, oof. Oh no, that's not him. You move down a letter grade in the class. In my American government class, if you missed the assignments or something, then you're dropped from the course.
Out of pocket, it's not even that serious. Because ours count for quizzes. So she'll do in-class assignments at random, and it'll count for a quiz. So you can go from like, oh, I was sick at home, but I don't have. That's one thing, they ask for excuses from like a doctor in a country that doesn't have free healthcare. Like, don't ask me for a doctor's note, acting like I'm just gonna be there, and Kaiser like, I'm missing class, so I need a note. That's not gonna work. No, especially because I commute and she commutes as well, so it's like I can't just go to the campus clinic. I'm in Duluth. Like,
am I my position?
I ain't got money for that. I'm gonna just be sick, drink some Gatorade, and go to sleep.
Some Gatorade. A little Sprite.
Ginger ale. I'm gonna get those auntie remedies, go to sleep, and be done with it. I ain't got time for that. So I'm like, Ugh, so that's another thing. Like, read the absent policies before you fail. Because after, like, 2-3 weeks, some people, I'm like, yeah, you might as well not come for the rest of the semester because you're going to take a hard L. Like, capital, bold, italics, L.
At that point, it's over with. You can kind of gauge, like, what's it going to be, you know, like, 3 weeks into the semester, and you're, like, slacking, and you're, like, failing stuff, and, you know where you're going to hit.
That's all, folks.
Right. It's really like high school, like, grade extension, like, if you don't put in the work in high school, then your teacher's going to be like, you didn't do anything all semester, all year, like, what do you want from me now? Like, a lot of people try to do that in college, like, try to go to the professor, like, you haven't done anything all semester, what do you want me to do for you now? But a lot of my professors, they've been lenient a little bit. Like, if they see you're actually putting in work, come to class, doing well, trying at least, then, you know, they'll fuck with you here and there.
Right.
Like, last semester, I thought I was not going to have an A in my African American Studies class. Because, like I could calculate my grade. And I was like, it's just not realistic. Like, I had to get a perfect score on my final to get an A in the class. Like, to get a bare minimum A, to get a 90. I'm like, oof, it's not happening. Got that report back, I was like, wow,
man,
she fucked with me. Oh my god.
My critical thinking teacher, I love that man. Oh my god,
love that man.
I was like taking hard L's left and right. Like, I might as well like change my name to Lucy. It's a hard L. And he curved that thing like it was a whole circle, and I'm like, wow. Do I owe him my firstborn?
Yes, I owe you mine, Theo.
Okay, so like, right, so last semester I had to print out, like, I think it was your final paper, because I was at work, and I was like, okay, I got you, so I printed it out for her, and she's like, I owe you my firstborn, so I'm a whole Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. Oh, one more thing with teachers, some of them are, like, super lenient, some of them have no structure. Like, if you're going to be an English major like me, you don't know what your grade is until it's in the grade book, quite literally, because this entire semester, we haven't turned in anything. Like, we've had 2 in-class quizzes, but he hasn't even finished grading all of them. And literally, he's like, turn in your folder assignments with everything by the end of the semester, which is on Thursday, so I have, like, 10 of them.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Wait, this week?
Yeah, well, that's the end
Tomorrow?
That's the end of the semester for us, because we're not meeting for finals, because he's like, I don't know what to do for a quiz, so we're not going to have a quiz. And I was like, sounds good to me. Yeah, the English department has very little structure, but it is interesting because the conversations you get to have.
The journalism, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, this is a STEM-heavy school in business, because you'll even see the Robinson School of Business advertised on the freeway. So if you're coming to GSU for that, cool. But if you're coming for, like, English and, like, the arts and humanities, they do stuff for us.
This entry-level class, maybe it gets better as you move up. But, like, this first one, I have journalism. Oh, fuck no. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it so bad. Oh, my God.
That's me with Brit Lit. Like, oof. I like British literature. Like, I'm an English major. Right. I can't, like, not like British literature. But this man, God, I can't. That's a whole nother video I can give you, but I guess we'll move on for that purpose before I take over and start screeching. One more thing about students.
Oh, yeah, we're all dying.
Yeah, we're...
Whether you care or you don't, we're all dying. Like, if you're, like, stressed out every exam, of course you're dying, because, like, what? But, like, even if they don't care, they're probably dying, too.
Like, either because our diet, it consists of all Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Or because our teachers are doing you dirty, last-minute things, or financial aids getting you... I will tell you about financial aid later. But at the same time, like, yo, we really low-key don't care. Like, there's a guy with a kayak in the fountain.
I should have got in there with him. Like,
honestly, but my hair, I would not.
I don't care. Let's just do it.
Oh, you don't care, don't care. I haven't gotten there yet. I just did these. I can't.
Did these. Like, I understand.
Lord.
Yeah, we're all dying.
High key, and some of the students here are out of pocket. One thing I can't stand, if you're going to GSU, know that Langdale Hall is cold.
Freezing.
Like bird. It's cold in here. It's cold.
Yeah, it's freezing. I haven't been in there since last semester, but I remember, like, I used to have like a 9:30 class or something. Oh my God, wow.
Because I would wear sweatshirts in the middle of August for Langdale Hall specifically. And some girl in my class, she's like, I'm so cold. And I was looking at her like, you have but a single yard of fabric on, including your head wrap. Ooh. Why are you going to complain about being cold when you have nothing on? I don't care what you wear. That's your business, not mine. But don't speak and be all loud and obnoxious about how cold it is when it's your own fault. Like, keep pushing. Come on. You know this already. After the first week of school, it's on you.
Right. You should know. You know it's going to be cold.
And that's that on that.
What else? What's next?
Campus location. So GSU is actually like, it's pretty well placed. It's in the heart of downtown. The Georgia State building, like the actual like Georgia Dome on the MARTA station, is right by one of our buildings. Like it's the Science Center, and then it's that. So it's actually pretty cool. And downtown, it looks super cool at night because I work at the library, so I get off a little bit later because I work after class. And there'll be fairy lights, which is pretty cool. And the skyscrapers are a little bit lit up, so it's just like...
I mean, it's basically like the city at night. Like, I love...
nightlife.
It's so pretty. Like,
it is. I'm like, even though during the day you can see all the dirt, but like, other than that... You'd think it's a pattern, all the like the black splotches on the ground. It's just gum, but whatever. And... yeah, even though like there's some pretty green patches and stuff too that we can see, like the trees. And our buildings at GSU, some of them kind of look like they're marble, which is pretty cool.
Right, it's cute.
Yeah, so like right across from us is Cinefest, which I guess I'm not gonna turn it because it's so hard to get this camera right the first time. But look up Cinefest building if you want to see.
I mean, you could like when you finish, you could just like pan and like. Or like take a picture or something.
Yeah, so that will be at the end. A lot of these things we'll mention will be at the end.
Yeah, so y'all can see.
Yeah.
Where we're talking about.
GSU. Yeah.
What else? Okay. What was about cancellation?
Okay, it's kind of risky at night. Yo,
I mean,
like, keep my pepper spray on me. Like, it'll literally be in my pocket at all times. I'm ready. Because there's so many just suspicious characters downtown.
Suspicious characters.
Though, disclaimer, GSU does have police officers that do their paroles, and then there are certain ones parked, like, at intervals throughout the buildings, because GSU is not a consolidated campus. You have to go from Timbuktu to Timbuktu, like... It's a long walk.
Oh, wait. I forgot all about the fact that, like, there's one part of campus on, like, one side of the world and then another part on the whole other side of the world. They didn't have the audacity to give you those classes. Like, I have a class in, where am I? Classroom South and a classroom at Adderhall and have to walk across, like, the fucking world, the continent to get from here to here.
Like, so I went from Vancouver, Canada to, like, Zimbabwe. Like, it's a trek.
What made them think that was a good idea to put that? Is that
the
only building, only GSU classroom building over there? It's like, what the hell else is over there?
I don't know, but there's stuff like deep downtown. There's still buildings, and
I can't. Like, what?
I won't.
Did they think that was a good idea? Like,
perhaps, but I don't know who's common sense.
You have to be on the lookout for that. Like, prepare yourself. If you're gonna have a classroom in Classroom South, Langdale, Sparks Hall, where else?
You're good because that's just a consolidated area.
Right, but if you have Adderall plus those places,
the Petite Center what was the College of Education, wherever that is. I saw it once on accident. Oh. So that tells you something. On accident, it really was. Right. I was like, oh, that's where Bree runs to every day.
Yeah, just be prepared for that to see like what are you doing? Like, why am I gotta go from here to here? And then it's bad because I have 15 minutes in between my classes, and it's like
that's why you see everyone on those bird scooters.
Well, shit, I want to do that. I'm gonna bust my ass, and, like cut my legs.
I will really look like Harry Potter. Like my forehead's gone.
I can't even risk it. I wouldn't even want to try and embarrass myself like that and just fall out in the street and die
in the middle of the street. Yeah, and one thing. Okay, we're in a study room, so I thought someone was about to walk in. I'm like, please don't. The college cliche, like you see, like, oh, the popular girl walking with her clique with her high heel. That's a lie. Right. Ain't nobody know each other. I don't know. I only learned the person who I've been sitting next to this entire semester every day. I only learned her name like 3 weeks ago. Oof. No one knows each other like that. Like, there is one person who's probably like known generally by the public, and that's I think his name's Franklin. Franklin. He's like our president for GSU. Like, I met him once here. He's like the student body president. So that's about it for that. But no one's coming with their clicking high heels all the time unless you have an interview.
Like, these people in their business who's like, damn, where are you going? Like,
bro, some of the guys here in their like fit to death suits. When I got here to Georgia, mind you, I'm from California, by the way.
But I got here, not Georgia State, to Georgia.
Like, I got off the plane and I was like, Oh, y'all take y'all suits seriously.
Oh, very.
And after I finished my tour of Georgia State for the first time, it was like my senior year. I came over here after I got accepted to like see what's what, like during one of my breaks. And my mom was like, Chris, is it me or the people here a little bit better looking, a little bit more well dressed? And I was like, oh, it's not you. And she's just like, oh dear. They dress to death. That's a tangent, but student body knows how to dress when they want to.
Yeah.
Or there's that one guy in the quad who just has like 5 patterns on and he just hurts my eyes.
The ones that they all congregate by the smoking wherever. It's like a tobacco-free campus or something, but there's like a center like right between like the library and what's that, Sparks Hall, I think.
There'll be a section with like the most non-smoking signs, and
And
that's
they're
where
right
everyone
there.
goes smoking, and it just looks hazy from a distance, and I think it's so funny. I'm like, are you illiterate?
He says, don't smoke, tobacco free. Where are we?
Yeah, so that's one thing about campus. Like, it's downtown, so you're gonna get smoked out by the buses, smoked out by the people, or just your ambition smoking, and you inhale it on accident. And it's like, oop, and it's gone.
And it's gone.
Resources. Well, speaking of ambitions for resources, Georgia State is actually pretty good with linking you up with stuff. So we have this portal called Handshake, and it'll connect you to jobs around you. So if you want part-time, on-campus, or just internships, it'll let you know based on your major, your interest that you put in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an algorithm that picks things for you, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's so easy to like apply. Like I did, like when I was looking for jobs, I applied to like 8 different jobs in like the matter of like 10 minutes, because it's like you literally, I don't know, like you have your profile set up and then you basically just apply, or you have to upload a cover letter or your resume or something, and then that's it. And it was like, wow, this is just so easy. Like,
and they help you with that too, because they have a career center, so they'll tell you your outfit is good or not for an interview, or you can bring in some options and they'll help you pick it out. And then they'll do mock interviews, so if you tell them ahead of time, oh, I'm looking to interview for CNN, they'll bring out some questions that CNN is likely to do, and then they'll work with you from there, which is pretty cool to me, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time.
Ooh.
So if they know, they can teach me. That's straight chilling. And that's included in your student fees. So after you enroll, you can use this all to your heart's content. Like, you can be in there every day if you want to. They might not want you there, but you can go. Yeah, and then they're like a plug when it comes to like tech and student discounts. So I work at the library, and currently my phone is being held by a phone stand that you can check out for free. This is all covered by student dues, so nothing is actually free. So you might as well use it.
Free.
Nothing is free. That's a concept. I don't know her.
It's a concept.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and it's student discounts. We have a special portal just for GSU students for Disney World tickets, and it'll be like the package deals, which are super cheap. I think it's like for a family of 4 for like 2-day pass was like, what? It was like $1,000. But do you know, like, just by itself, Disney World is super expensive, and it has like the passes, all that. So it's like pretty clutch. And then aquariums, like,
Right, they have like all the attractions near Georgia State or like downtown Atlanta. They have discounted tickets for that. Like I think Coca-Cola, whatever it's called. Yeah, the aquarium, probably the zoo too, but we don't do animals being held in captivity.
No.
Fuck SeaWorld.
Correct. Correct.
Fuck SeaWorld, fuck zoos, fuck the aquarium. We can't do that. We don't want to be animals being held in captivity for our entertainment. Like,
it's like, I'm good with a Netflix original documentary.
Right.
They're just like, oh yes, and we see them here.
Right.
Oh, and they're coming for us. We gotta go.
yes,
No need to
their
take.
space.
Correct. Shout out to Kyle in our communications class for that speech.
Gotta go show him this. Find out what his name is.
Right.
Send him his phone number. Send him this.
A king.
Right.
That we didn't know before that speech.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. Like, you're in class and you literally don't know anybody. Like, it's crazy when you actually, like, a presentation, you actually have to see people come to the front of the class and you're like, wow, I never knew you were in here. Like, what the fuck?
Because we sit towards the front, so there's not a lot of people in front of us, so it's like, you see the back of my head, but I didn't know you exist.
Right, that shit's crazy.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, but there's the things around Atlanta, around Georgia State, they have
Student
discounted tickets for that, and it's, you know, cute or whatever.
Because we're poor, as it is.
Right.
Speaking of poverty, financial aid. Hoo-cha. Let me tell you about financial aid. So as I mentioned, I'm from Southern California, go IE. And then my scholarship is in-state tuition, so I was like, okay, clutch, let's go. It's like way cheaper in general than like the out-of-state price or what I would have been paying in California. I'm like, sweet, let's go. So sometimes they'll mess up my account and show that I don't have in-state tuition as my scholarship. And then they said, oh, because you have in-state tuition, you can't get the loan that you already accepted in August anymore. So it was like 2 weeks before registration. And they're like, you owe us $3,000 for the last 2 semesters because we didn't do our paperwork. Great. So beware of that. Honestly, if you're just going to do a loan, Sally Mae it out or do it through a bank because Georgia State might pull a 1-2 on you. And it was so hard to get it fixed. I just cried. I really just committed to crying, and I'm like, it'd be like that.
Oh, it'd be like this.
And I just went to sleep.
I mean, that's all you can do. Like,
that's literally GSU's slogan. Like, I don't even know what it really is, like, technically, but you'll hear everyone, like, it's like mental breakdown, and you'd be like, it'd be like that. And you're chilling from there. I'm like, it works. Back. We're back. Oh, poverty. Oof. Yeah, financial aid will screw you over. But you're not a GSU student unless financial aid has come for you. I feel like that's a part of the experience.
Has financial aid come for me? I mean, I feel like I got it easier because, like, I was a resident. Like, I've been in Georgia, so, like, I don't have to worry about any other. And I tried to, like, pay everything what my parents tried to pay for, like, my school.
Shout out to the parents that pay for their students' college, because my parents helped me with it too, and I'm just like, yo, when y'all old, I got you. Like, retirement, I got you.
So yeah, it's like, it's easy, well, I guess, because in-state, I mean, like, it's just, got the scholarship, whatever, from Zell Miller, like the Georgia, not Georgia State, but like Georgia, the state scholarship.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's helpful. They've offered me a decent amount of money. I mean, decent-ish. I mean, like, what's that's gonna do? I mean, it's like, that money's not gonna pay for anything, but, I mean, it was a nice offer. It was a nice suggestion.
Bro. I mean, it's better than getting nothing.
Right. Ooh, it's better than nothing, but
me, nothing. I hate when schools will offer you scholarships that are, like, worthless.
Right,
so,
what am I supposed to do with this?
Because I got accepted into UCLA and they offered me $2,000 for the entire year, and I literally did the math. That doesn't even cover parking.
What the fuck is this?
I was like, what am I gonna do with $2,000? Nothing. I can't even park for that. Like, who child? That's why one of the reasons in Georgia, it's cheaper. I love California with my whole soul. That in and out, those carne asada fries, that potent sun radiation, I was gleaming. But I also like not being severely poor. I'm poor, but not like enough to cry myself to sleep every night, just like every other, you know, like a. Yeah. And advisement, I guess. Financial aid / advisement.
It's decent. I mean, like, really, I mean, they're like, they give you a guide. I mean, at that point, really, you can really do whatever you want to do. Like, fuck what they're talking about. Like,
because that's what I do.
Right, like, they give you suggestions, and they give you an outline of what course you should follow, but, like,
some of them catch an attitude if you don't follow what they said. And I'm like, you met with me for 15 minutes. Are you supposed to, like, spend the rest of, like, my next 4 years based on 15 minutes, and you were even, like, half listening to me? So we have a student portal that tells you what you can all take. So I really just advise myself, and I'm just like, this good, yes, no, sweet.
Right.
Or, like, remember I picked your classes last semester.
Like, she put out my whole schedule. Because, what the fuck?
I'm a whole fairy godmother for friends.
Literally.
Oh my goodness. But one good thing about GSU, not one good thing, GSU is actually pretty cool. And like, it's actually pretty cool. Like, when you get into the swing of things, it's fun. The people, how we interact with each other. Like, I was talking to this one chick about the pigeons, and like, we've never talked to each other.
Pigeons.
Yeah, because one almost like sideswiped both of us. And we're like, these birds are so like bold.
Right,
and
they are. They really are. Like, they don't give a fuck about people. Like,
about
they're
nothing.
Gonna walk down the
a semi can come at them, they'll be like,
right.
like, I can't with them. But yeah, the student interactions are actually pretty cool, and the campus itself is pretty nice, but like, the highlight is the food.
Right,
if there is one thing we got, it's food. We got hella food.
Hella, it's everywhere. I mean, turn your head, it's somewhere.
You know, I turned my head, I see Cinefest, like, the logo for it, and there's like nachos and like a whole bunch of like movie food in there. If you go to the first floor of the library, it's Saxy. It's Zaxby's with an S, not Zaxby's with a Z. If you go to a GSU tour,
Right,
you're gonna
that's
hear
what I
that
said.
joke, and I work here. It meant
Oh
it's
my
whack. I'm sick of hearing it. It's whack.
Can you imagine? Oh my
I've
god,
overdosed
many
on
tours
it.
that come through. Oh my god.
Yes, and then we have a whole bunch of vending machines in
Right.
all of our buildings.
The vending machines, like compared, well at least because like at my job I had a vending machine. That vending machine is bullshit. Georgia, they have some good vending machines. Like they have like buku shit in their vending machines. It's like crazy.
Literally, we even have a Monster one now.
Wow.
Yeah, in
And
Langdale.
they have like coffee in the vending machine.
Yeah, we have a coffee one. We have a it's a drink one, so you can get coffee, tea, or I think an espresso.
Wow.
Yeah, like don't quote me on that, but I think so.
But they're everywhere. Like the vending machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
And then the Student Center East has Panda Express and something else in there, a yogurt machine. Student Center West has an entire dining hall, and then across from it is the bookstore, which has like candy and stuff in there, and like I think a little
Yeah,
freezer
ice cream.
section.
Wow.
Yeah. And then if you just like go to the first floor of like, okay, there's a Chick-fil-A, and then there's the Panther Card office. I couldn't find the Panther Card office
Oof.
entrance, but I could find the Chick-fil-A
I
from any angle.
I couldn't find the Chick-fil-A. I was like, the first day I tried to go, like the first day of class, I was trying to find Chick-fil-A. I was like, wow, where the fuck is this shit? But
Nowhere.
It's like literally ducked off and like, I mean, I only know one way to get to it. I feel like there's more, but I only know one way.
You'll
like,
learn. I
Right.
got you.
I know the two doors. There's either coming that way or coming that way.
Mm-hmm. And then
But
what's
yeah,
it?
Chick-fil-A, there's
Outside of-
Starbucks. The two Starbucks is on different opposite
Yeah.
sides of campus.
Dunkin' Donuts by Adderhold. And, like Adderhold, to walk into it, you have to pass all these like food places.
Yeah, so
And across from Langdale Hall, there's Panther Den, which I don't think it's Georgia State affiliated. But either way, they give you a discount if you have your Georgia ID or like wearing Georgia merch or whatever. And they have like these good like 2 for $1 cupcakes. Bomb. They have ribs, wings, Taco Tuesdays, like these amazing burgers, like these sausage links, hot dogs. I think they should sponsor me because I love them.
Just a whole
Rep
segment.
it. Go to Panther Den and they always have music, so me and my friends will be like dancing around while we're waiting for our stuff, and we got a discount for being hype. Like,
Oh damn.
mm-hmm.
For being happy.
Food's the only thing that makes me happy. Who cares about academics?
Oof.
Yeah, and then fun. You just need to
Yeah.
follow the GSU promo pages
Yeah, they have
because
stuff going on all the time.
parties literally every Friday. I don't go because I ain't about that life. Like, don't touch me. But
I mean, if you are, there's stuff for you.
at all times, even like if you do the freshman overnight, because I did it, and they throw a party for you there, and then there's other ones. So beware if you go to the freshman overnight, because people throw parties around GSU those nights during summer because they know it's a whole bunch of like
Wow.
susceptible like incoming freshmen, and you're already like over 18 usually, so they're predators essentially is what I'm trying to say.
Essentially.
You are a baby duck and a falcon is coming for you. Yeah, but
be aware.
GSU can be fun. We have like fraternities, sororities, if that's what you're into. I think some of
Yeah,
them.
what's that called? In between like the student center and all that, because there's stuff always going. Like there was like something about like
A step show or something like that. They were doing.
it was like 106 in Park or something. Like they had different vendors, like different food people, music playing.
Yeah.
Something over in the park next to like across from not Hurt Park, but
Yeah.
what park is that? Like there's something always going
And they
on
were like
there.
super loud, and I can hear
Yeah,
them.
like,
I
their
was like,
music is booming.
I was like, is this a riot? Because I have my running shoes at all times. I'm like,
my running shoes on? Let's go.
you will always see me ready to bounce. I don't ask questions. I flee. That's also one thing about living downtown. Don't ask questions. Just go.
Right.
Yeah. It is fun. And, we have vendors at GSU on Wednesdays. So shout out to the Nerd Squad. That's like my favorite vendor there because they have the Young, Educated, and Broke t-shirts. And they're only $12 because we are young and broke.
Oof.
Though it's $19 online. But yeah, get it in person. I know one of the people
Everybody
who
should sponsor you.
literally someone just
Everybody
pay
should
for me.
sponsor you. Everybody, Panther Den, was the Nerd Squad. Everyone
Like
needs to
the
sponsor
lady
you.
I got the sunglasses from.
Everybody.
Like
At this
if
point.
anyone really does want to sponsor me, hit me up. Send me an email like ksmithforblogging@gmail.com. I'll wear stuff. Just send it to me. Like
please.
anything that's free.
Right.
Oh, one thing to keep in mind, if you put GSU in your tag on Twitter or Instagram, sugar daddies will text you.
Oh my god.
Because, like, I was wondering why this was happening to me. And then GSU is the home of sugar daddies. Like, there's even a, sugar babies, not sugar daddies. If you go to Georgia State, you can't sponsor no one.
Where did I hear that? Oh my
Drake song. It was a Drake song.
It is?
Yeah, I forgot which one. I'll probably, like, if I remember, I'll put it below, like, to tell you which line. But, yeah, Georgia State.
It's fun.
It is. So, like, I guess in summary, the teachers can be either super cool or out of pocket. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Students,
We're
as
dying.
you can see, correct. Nothing else needs to be said.
Right.
Campus location is actually pretty poppin',
Yeah.
and it's
We're
like downtown.
in the city, in Atlanta.
Can't get more poppin' than that,
Right.
man. Like, this is the heart of Atlanta. That's us.
Right.
And resources, we actually have some pretty good things for our students. So if you ever need something like technology-wise, we even have laptops for you guys to check out and leave with if you need it. Like, so if you're worried about this being a tech-friendly school, because it is the most innovative university in the nation currently.
Oof, you are Georgia State gotta sponsor you.
Literally, give me free tuition. Like, we have things for you, so don't worry about that. If you can't afford tech, like, Georgia State got you. And financial aid might not.
Where they lack in financial aid, they make up for in resources.
Yes, me, the library, like, spokesperson. You know that.
And food and fun.
It's hella fun.
Right.
There's hella food. You just gotta make of it what you want.
Right. I mean, it's up to you.
It's up to you. So yeah, thanks for tuning in and subscribe down below. And I'm not sure if I'm posting this on my channel or yours, but either way, both of our apps will be there. So
Like,
keep up with them. Subscribe.
Right. Suggest different things you would like to see.
And if you want another collab, because all we do is rant, so we might as well record it.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. This is the fountain.